Hi, for what it's worth, I'm Mike, and this is Justin. Welcome to this week's Wrestle Talk. And wow, what a crazy week we were having. I know that there's a lot to follow in a lot of different places if you like wrestling and you can't find everything because there's so much going on. Well, I try to help out and put a few things together so you don't have to do all that looking. But wow, there was a lot of stuff going on. I barely could keep up with it this week.
Yeah.
Did you see that stuff? Woo!
Yeah, some of it was crazy. And first, WWE is no longer a perfect 10.
No. The 10 is gone.
Yes.
By his own choice, though. Ty Dillinger has asked for his release and was granted it, along with a couple other stars. Hideo Itami, he asked for his release. And
he got it that same day.
He got it the same day. But TJP, he didn't ask for his release, and they did release him too.
Yes.
I'm kind of glad and sad at the same time. I love TJP, but they didn't use him. And I was hearing about, off of Twitter from his account, how he felt underused and waiting to get off the bench, but he's stuck there. There are other places to go, so as good as he is, he will be good somewhere else, and maybe he'll join another company that is coming up and needs new talent. So one day we'll see, and that'll be good to do. Now there's a bunch of other things that are happening too as well, like AEW and having their Kota Ibushi turn them down, which is part of the Golden Lovers. I thought that was a surprise move for Cody because of the connection that him and Kenny Omega had. I just
And they put on some good matches, too.
I was blown away when he said no.
And AEW putting a focus on tag teams, having the Young Bucks as a staple. And
yeah.
I thought it would have just been an incredible opportunity. But I guess I understand why he went that way. Omega's starting his AEW wrestling career against Jericho. I mean, it's...
Technically, his AEW career, you're right, absolutely. That's a great way to start. And same with the Young Bucks. They have the Lucha Brothers. Oh my gosh, if you have not seen the Lucha Brothers, go on YouTube and look up a Lucha Brothers match. Look up Lucha Brothers versus OVE. Oh man, you will be surprised in how good they are. Speaking of the Lucha Brothers, there is a AEW match in April that has the Bastard Pac versus Pentagon Jr., and that's a one-on-one main event. I've only just recently touched on that and found out, but as I get more details, I'll let you guys know. But wow, that's their main event there, and I'd actually like to see that match. That would be really good. I really can't tell you how much sing the praises of the Lucha Brothers I don't know. It's just so much they do. So talented. There's no team in the WWE like them today. Although you might say the Lucha Brothers would be similar to the Lucha House Party, but in the way that the Lucha House Party got serious. Put the Revival serious into the Lucha Brothers with that type of aerial attack and the quickness. That's a good Lucha Brothers.
Oh, yeah. They make it really entertaining.
Yeah, they'll beat the crap out of that finish. That pile driver, spike pile driver.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go WWE because WWE would not let them do that.
No, they'd be banned on half of their moves. They've done, like I said, follow up with them and watch an OVE Lucha Brothers video, and you'll be really pleased if you like hard-hitting, fast wrestling.
Yeah.
Now, there's a couple other people that are talking about AEW, like Kevin Nash. He wants to work backstage with his buddy Billy Gunn. And then there's other switches that have happened. Bruce Pritchard. The company got rid of, he used to be Brother Love for The Undertaker, bringing out The Undertaker and have the Brother Love show, and was a manager to a couple people when he was on air, but he's always behind the stages, the writers, and was in the upper echelons of the management for the WWE for a while, but then they let him go. And he worked for Impact Wrestling, he worked for TNA, he worked for a couple other organizations until just recently, this last few weeks, and it is said that it was an absolutely necessary thing for WWE to get him back, and they did anything possible. That was the words used, anything possible to get him to sign, and he did. And he is now Vince's number one right-hand man. And I don't know what that means for Triple H or not.
It is interesting. I mean, NXT kind of becoming its own brand. That's what Triple H said, the third brand. Right. Having Triple H run that show, you see how well it does.
Ooh,
and how almost everyone's complaining about the stars of NXT being underutilized when they get called up.
Yeah, they waste their talent. They showcase and do a great storyline, 2 years invested or so, and move up and to sit on the shelf and not even be seen, such as Sanity. One of my favorite tag teams. I was all in on them when they got into NXT. Really excited. Glad to see they won the titles there. Glad to see they were given a real recognizable push.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited when they were drafted to SmackDown. Saw them the first couple nights fighting in a little feud with the Usos. It was really cool.
And
then they were gone.
Right.
Until the other night where Eric Young got to be enhancement talent for Ricochet.
Yeah.
Very disappointing because Eric Young, while he may love that position and doesn't mind doing it because he's been training, he was Ty Dillinger's trainer. When he trained people, he really looked forward to seeing them in the ring and would love to get them over. So if he had a fight with Ty Dillinger, he would absolutely lose on purpose so that Ty could get put over.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him losing to Ricochet to do the same thing just because he likes to do that stuff. But that is not how you should use a talent like Eric Young for the first time in over a year on TV. Eric Young and the guys with him, Insanity, are incredible at what they do. Let them do it.
Right. Right, and that's probably the biggest complaint with Raw and SmackDown. Vince runs those. So adding Bruce Pritchard, maybe we get lucky and they start changing that stuff.
That was part of the reason they brought him back. When he was there, the ratings were really high. I mean, up in 8, 9, 10 million range. They're currently at 2 million, 2.5, 3 million. They're dying compared to where they were. Mm-hmm. And so they're hoping bringing Pritchard back will push them at least 5, 6 instead of... You know, they don't expect 8, 9, 10, but they do expect more than 3.
Yeah.
So we'll also measure how long he stays. If it doesn't move up to 3 and 4 for better matches, he might not stay there in that position that long.
Right.
Because Vince has been very fluent, last minute moving things. It was all his decision to move up those 4 on Monday, and it started Monday morning. So imagine, that's why there was no... vignettes or anything ready for them. They didn't even know until halfway through the day it was official. They heard about it in the morning, were told to be at the arena, we'll go from there, and they did. I feel bad for those guys, Ricochet, Alistair, and Ciampa, and Johnny Wrestling. But at the same time, they were up to the task of learning something on the fly, and did a great job at it. So I'm proud of you guys. Good job. Thank you for entertaining. And, well, that's really all I have right now today. But it is a lot more coming up, such as you'll see some prize entrants, I believe, with with Roman Reigns this Monday night. He's going to be telling us he's coming back. Welcome back, Roman. Let's see. Hopefully you stay this time and don't get, worn down by that disease again.
All right.
Well, for what it's worth, that's my 2 cents on the wrestling rumors that I've heard this week. I'll be glad to give you more in the future. Please like, subscribe, and click the notification so you know when our next videos are coming out, so we can keep you updated and posted on our Boston sports and our all WD. See, it's been a long day. So all the wrestling from AEW and WWE, as well as Ring of Honor or anything else that I can catch and try to keep up for you. All right, guys. Thank you. For what it's worth, I'm Mike.
I'm Justin.
See you next time.